مع أهل القرية وأهل الملة وفك العاني بالعتاق فإن ذلك يعد لنزول الرحمة والطمأنينة فإن ذلك يعد لنزول الرحمة والطمأنينة وبها يتم النظام الارتفاق الثاني والثالث وبها يستجلب دعوة الملائكة ومنها الجهاد وذلك أن يلعن الحق إنسانا فاسقا ضارا بالجمهور
إعدامه أوفق بالمصلحة الكلية
من إبقائه فيظهر الإلهام في قلب رجل زكي ليقتله فينبجس من قلبه غضب ليس له سبب طبيعي ويكون فانيا من مراده باقيا بمراد الحق ويضمحل في رحمة الله ونوره وينتفع العباد والبلاد بذلك ويتلوه.
That's enough. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على النبي الكريم محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi is talking about the secrets of different types of good deeds. He started with zikr, because with zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala you are connecting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are getting connected to Allah. And then that is followed by dua, because for a human dua is the much more important thing. Whatever has ibadah, zikr and awrad and a'mal is, that is from the type of ibadah, so that go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what is for the person concerned, that is dua which he is making. He is asking for his needs and necessities here and also in the hereafter, or in brief or in concise expression. He is looking for his good in this world and his good in the hereafter. So that is through dua. And then Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, he said Tilawatul Quran. Zikr is different and Tilawatul Quran is different. As you know that zikr is any kalima which you are saying Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, wahdahu la sharika lahu, Lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu, Yuhyi wa yumit, wa huwa ala kulli shayin qadir, and things like that. But Quran is the best type of zikr. With kalima, you are becoming a Muslim. And after kalima, the best zikr is the Holy Quran. Because Quran is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is just like some big shot has shown you such a word that if you will say it, I will be there and I will help you. Got it? Or he gives you a specific number that when you are in difficult time, so just dial this number, right away I will be in touch with you and I will help you. So this Quran Kareem is like that. When you recite it, so you are getting connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through his own words. That connection is much more than anything else. But still, if you are in need of any help, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you. And as you know that human, he is called insan. What?
Insan.
And insan is from uns. And what is uns? Cooperation and coordination. So it means that insan in his nature, he has this talent of coordination and cooperation. And what coordination and cooperation mean? To help those who are in need of your help. But there are different categories of people as far as their connection to you is concerned or relation to you is concerned. And for sure, those who are your kins and your relatives, they are prior to anybody else. Because they have with you the blood relation, number one, or the marriage relation, number two, or the fostering relation, number three. So they are called aqarib. Some people, they are connected to you through blood. Some of them, they are connected to you through nikah. And some of them, through fostering, that you sucked the milk of that family, or some of them, they sucked the milk of your family. So these are three qarabat, and this is, but mostly the rahim is uterus relation. What? Uterus relation. So silatul arham, even though metaphorically we are using it for all three, but basically that is for blood relation. So because naturally you are inclined towards your blood relation. Yes? Because your genes are one and the same. Your cells are one and the same. A natural connection is there. So وَمِنْهَا صِلَةُ الْأَرْحَامِ. That's why Imam Rahmatullahi alayh, he brought forth Silatul Arham, are taking care of your kith and kin, or your relatives, because they are the first ever people who are related to you. And then, as you are human, and human is global and alami, all over the world. So thus, the extended relation will be, for example, your kith and kin, that is the first ever relation. And then after that, the people who are living around your house, even though they do not have any relation with you, then the people who are living in the village you are living therein, then in the adjacent village, and just extend it, it will go up to the whole world. Got it? So as much as you can, you have to do good to human in general, but it will start like this. As Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said in a hadith, a Sahabi asked the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam that I want to do some charity. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told him, Ibda biman ta'ul, start your charity with your kith and kin. That first of all, give it to your kins. And that's why Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, Jamhur, they are of the view, tukhadhu min aghniyaihim wa turaddu ila fuqaraihim. That sadaqat wajibah may be taken from the rich of them and may be given back to poor of them. So they say, what them mean? So they say that this is the case, that the charity of a specific town must be distributed to the poor of that town. Got it? Oh, but Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, he says that tukhadhu min aghniyaihim. The first ever him is, this ruju'a pronoun is to kith and kin. So it may be taken from the rich of their relatives and would be given to the poor of their relatives. Got it? So then Imam rahmatullahi alayh says, وَلَا يَكْرَهُ بَلْ يُسْتَحَبُّ نَقْلُ الصَّدَقَاتِ إِلَىٰ أَقْرَبَائِهِ. That to take his zakat or his wajib charity to his kith and kin who are living somewhere else. Because Imam rahmatullahi alayh says, by giving your charity to poor, strange poor, you will be getting one sawab. But giving it to your kith and kin, so you will be getting two sawab. One is you are helping them, and number two, they are your relatives. Got it? So Silatul Rahim, then the village, then the adjacent villages, then the country, and after that, the whole world. And of course, in between, those who are Muslims, they are coming first in number. They are coming first in number because we have two types of brotherhood. One is called human brotherhood. The second one is called Islamic brotherhood. So what are the due rights of human brotherhood and what are the due rights of Islamic brotherhood? What can you do or you have to do with the Muslims and what can you do with the humans in general? So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says, وَمِنْهَا صِلَةُ الْأَرْحَامِ. And from these anwa'ul birr are types of good deeds, Silatul Arham wal Jirane, taking care. Sila is actually connection or coordination or cooperation. Cooperation and coordination or connection to kith and kin, wal Jiran, and to the neighbors. Wa husnul mu'ashara ma ahli al-qarya, and to have good dealings and good treatment with the people of the village you are living therein. Wa ahli al-millah, and also with the people who are from your own faith. وَفَكُّ الْعَانِ بِالْإِعْتَاقِ, And also, ani is someone, this from ana. And ana mean mashaqqa or hardship. Or to release someone, or to set free someone from the hardship he is feeling. And mostly this word ani, that is for those who are in jail. They are stuck in jail because of some fine from government side or some due right of others, and he is there in jail, in prison. So if you can, so just help them with your charity and your zakat and sadaqat wajibah to get him released. فَإِنَّ ذَلِكَ يُعِدُّ لِنُزُولِ الرَّحْمَةِ. Because all these things, they are preparing you for what? For nuzulur rahmah, that the rahmah and kindness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come down. وَالطَّمَانِينَ. And thus, for sure you will be content. You will have satisfaction of your heart. وَبِهَا يَتِمُّ نِظَامُ الْإِرْتِفَاقِ الثَّانِي وَالثَّالِثِ. Before, 2-3 years before, we talked about 4 irtifaqat. 4 irtifaqat. So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that with that type of practice, yatimmu nizamul irtifaq, the system of irtifaqat, that is completed. Because you did good to your kith and kin, that is the first ever thing. That is irtifaq sani. And the irtifaq salis, that is of the same state. But even of irtifaq rabi', if you can do good to the human in general. وَبِهَا يُسْتَجْلَبُ دَعْوَةُ الْمَلَائِكَةِ. And because of these deeds, you can pull towards yourself the dua of malaika. The angels of Allah, they will be making dua for you. وَمِنْهَا. And from these good deeds is al-jihad. وَذَلِكَ أَنْ يَلْعَنَ الْحَقُّ إِنسَانًا فَاسِقًا. And that is like this, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, haq mean Allah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he curses a human who is fasiq, ضَارًا بِالْجَمْهُورِ, harming the general public in one way or the other, causing trouble to them. إِعْدَامُهُ أَوْفَقُ بِالْمَصْلَحَةِ الْكُلِّيَّةِ. Now, the general benefit and general good is to vanish him and to finish him. Got it? إِعْدَام means to kill him. إِعْدَامُهُ أَوْفَقُ بِالْمَصْلَحَةِ الْكُلِّيَّةِ مِنْ إِبْقَائِهِ. Instead of keeping him alive. فَيَظْهَرُ الْإِلْهَامُ فِي قَلْبِ رَجُلٍ زَكِيٍّ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the heart of a man who is zaki. Zaka mean pious. Zaka mean what? Pious. A pious man. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspires him from his side, لِيَقْتُلَهُ, to kill that sabuh. Sabuh mean the wild beast. That he is looking like human, but he is just like a wild beast. لِيَقْتُلَهُ فَيَنْبَجَسُ مِنْ قَلْبِي غَضَبٌ. So in the heart of this pious man, imbijas, look at me, coming out of a fountain water, gushing forth. فَيَنْبَجَسُ مِنْ قَلْبِي غَضَبٌ. So in his heart, such an anger means sprouts out or comes out, لَيْسَ لَهُ سَبَبٌ طَبِيعِيٌّ, that you cannot say for his anger that, oh, some physical thing caused him this anger. No, there is no physical cause. Yes, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he inspired him. And because of that inspiration, a very big rage came out of his heart. وَيَكُونُ فَانِيًا عَنْ مُرَادِهِ. Such like person فَانِيًا عَنْ مُرَادِهِ, he doesn't think of his own self. That what will happen to me. He is faniyan, yes. He is not caring his own self. That what will happen to me if I will do that. باقيا بمراد الحق. But he wants to be baqi with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended. So what Allah intended, that wild beast should be finished. Got it? وَيَضْمَحِلُّ فِي رَحْمَةِ اللَّهِ وَنُورِهِ. And thus this guy, يَضْمَحِلُّ mean يَسِيرُ فَانِيًا. So this man, he becomes fani, fi rahmatillah, in the rahmah of Allah, wa nurihi, and in the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa yantafi'u al-ibadu wal biladu bizalika. So even though it will cause him a trouble, he will go to the jail, and then he will get punished. But anyhow, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspired